will I let my kids use AI or will I not? And I argued that we should, because they're already using it behind our back.
Though? How are they using it? But what do you put the kids on?
ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, plug in your work and get feedback. The feedback is really the only time I let them use it.
Yeah. How do you verify that footage is not AI? Because that's also a scary thing. You said, take it and make it say that she said this.
Like for me, like they did for me, like the students did me.
Yeah. Wait, are you for real?
No.
I'm saying, I can never. Casey says things so freaking convincingly. Each ChatGPT conversation is estimated to use about 500 milliliters to 1 liter of water, roughly a bottle of water behind the scenes.
You're lying to my face.
That's based on recent research estimating water consumption per prompt across AI models.
Well, I know some teachers has probably used enough water to fill up an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Do you think we're becoming hypocritical as a society? Hey, what's up, wonderful educators? You already know what it is. Another wonderful episode of the Teachers Off Duty podcast. It is your man, KC Mack. KC Mack, funny to be exact.
Yeah, I saw that right.
You see that? Hey, y'all know I'm here with my girls. Look at my girls. Look at the girls, the sexiest, flyest ladies in teacher world.
I love you.
I feel so good right now.
I feel so hyped up. I feel hyped up. If you're new to the podcast, I'm Honest Teacher Vibes.
And I'm Anna Kowal, a.k.a. Read Away with Miss K.
And if you want to hear some funny jokes and be entertained like that and watch Casey twerk on stage,
I'll be twerking.
Come to the Bored Teachers Comedy Tour.
The struggle is real comedy tour, okay?
Because it is.
It really is.
And the struggle is real. You know what else is real? The laughs. It goes down. It goes down. And if you haven't been to the Bored Teachers Comedy Tour, what's wrong with you? First of all, let me just ask that question. Has to be something wrong with you.
Can we please talk about the note that lady slid onto stage to you when your fly was unzipped?
Oh my goodness. Please, let's talk.
The most entertaining thing I have ever watched in my entire life.
Please go on to Bored Teachers and watch the clip of a teacher sliding a note to Casey Mack.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. How'd you feel?
In mid-show. And it was so weird because normally when at the beginning of the show, right? Mm-hmm. I'm getting everybody hyped up. I'm about to set the tone, get the energy popping. So I know that normally it's not unusual to see people talking and whispering and like, because you're like, oh my God.
Be quiet.
They're usually like, oh my God.
Is.
He's so, there he is. He's so sexy. Oh my God. He's so fine. Look at him. Idris Chestnut. Regular stuff. Regular stuff. But this time I noticed it was kind of peculiar because their little talking was lasting a little bit longer, right?
Okay.
And then I saw one down there doing something. And I was like, okay, what are we doing? Should we be on alert? Security, what's happening? And then
security.
She slowly walked to the stage and she put the note on the stage.
Walk up to the stage.
She was in the front row and then she slid the note.
What was your automatic assumption that was on the note?
Well, first, I had no idea. I was like, what is this? Like, you trying to slide me your number? No.
That is bold.
Maybe. But,
maybe.
So I walked over and I looked down and because, she wrote it pretty big. And I was like,
she folded up?
It was a whole flat sheet of paper.
And why she have a sheet?
How did she
That's what I want to know.
Oh, you know what? It was from the, not the flyer. The thing they hand out at the show, like the program. The
program. Okay, with everybody's info.
Right.
Copy paper.
She just had her notebook on her.
Right. So she slid it, and I looked, and I read it, and I was like, "Oh, your fly is down."
Oh.
So I felt, I had to course fix
in front of the whole audience.
Right there.
Course correct.
Right there.
Y'all, the video is so entertaining.
I wonder how long it had been down.
But then I picked it right.
Because how long had you been on stage?
A good 7 minutes.
Oh,
7, 8 minutes.
That's how long it took her to draw it. She started immediately.
Everybody in the front row was talking about it.
She was like,
everybody.
They was impressed. But listen, so what I was impressed about was the fact that this is the thing that really kicked in the gear. Like, wait a minute. She took time with this note. I was up there for 7 minutes. You could have literally said, your fly's down, give it to me.
Right.
But no, she wrote bubble letters. Like she was drawing on it, exclamation points with the smiley face, tongue sticking out.
She thought you were just going to read it from the floor? Like she didn't.
She made it big so you could see it.
She's like, what if he doesn't pick it up? Like, what if it's interrupting his set or whatever?
But I don't know because you know what I'm saying. We have good eyesight as teachers.
She knew you was gonna show that.
She had to understand. Teachers have that teacher eyesight.
She was like, let me make it cute. Let me make it cute.
She's famous.
So that would have been true if this was the big plot twist about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at it, I was like, you took your time with this note. So this means you can't even enjoy yourself right now. We're supposed to be laughing, but you're wanting to be a damn art teacher right now. And then she was like, I am an art teacher. I was like,
Casey took flight when she said she running around this day.
Because sometimes the jokes write themselves right there.
It's kind of like the classroom.
Did you
like
keep
we
it?
Can't make it up.
Yes, I still have it.
You better keep that.
My other favorite was when, remember when Sean Casey couldn't find his phone on stage and he needed to read something like to the crowd.
Yes.
And he's like, Sean, where's my phone?
Right.
And Sean goes like, you could see Sean on camera like running back and forth on
He's
stage.
running back and I'm like, I need my phone, Sean.
I need my phone, Sean.
Sean's our guy who takes videos, by the way.
We love Sean. He's our art teacher's like official
We love
cameraman.
Sean.
Walks up and plucks Casey's phone out of his pocket.
No, the funny thing is, I seen it first. I looked down.
Oh,
and I was like, oh. And then I tried to like play it off like, oh, maybe just go back and look. And then he stopped and was like, it's right there in your pocket. I was like,
pulled it out.
He pulled it out. I was like, I didn't want you to see it, Sean.
How dare you?
I didn't want you to see that.
We have such a good time.
I love that. Casey, where are you guys going this year?
Oh, man. The Board Teachers Comedy Tour, man. We're all over the place.
World tour.
We got the world tour, first of all.
Amazing.
And that kicks
Y'all
back
went
off
to the
in
UK
September.
like recently.
We was in the UK in February,
Okay.
and then we've been to Canada a few times, but the world tour is definitely taking over.
That's
and we are going to be in Australia. We're going to be in New Zealand.
I saw you with the
kangaroos. I can't.
That's going to be so fun.
I'm going to breastfeed a kangaroo, baby. I'm definitely going to do that. I got to try it.
He's been training for this moment.
It's a trend on TikTok, apparently. I want to try it. No, I made that up.
I was like, what?
I was like, who is breastfeeding kangaroos? I'm so gullible. I was like, let's pull it up right now. I was like, they let that be seen on TikTok.
I want to try it. Just something new. Teachers got to try something new. We were doing stuff.
Keep it fresh.
We're hitting there, and then we're going to be in all the provinces of Canada. We're kicking all that off in October.
New Zealand too, right?
New Zealand as well. So,
New Zealand.
But I know you're like, oh, that's cool. That's fine, guys. Australia, Canada. What about us? What about the USA? Well, listen here, teachers. We're going to be here too. That's why we have a few shows left in the fall 2025 comedy tour. We're actually going to be in the Northeast. That's right. We're going to be in states like New York, New Jersey. We're going to be in Pennsylvania, people.
Period.
That's right. We're going to be in Pennsylvania. Pat-chaw. I had to say that because it took me a long time to say it. Pat-chaw.
Last time.
Patchouli.
No, Patchoogie.
No,
I couldn't figure out how to. You should have heard me in Anna's little country sales trying to figure out how.
You were like,
Patchoogie. Patchoogie. Not Patchoogie.
Silly. We're going to be in the Midwest. We're going to be in Iowa. We're going to be in Michigan. We're going to be in Illinois. Not Illinois.
I know.
With the boys.
Common misconception.
Yeah, Illinois.
Not Illinois.
We're going to be in Illinois. And then we're going to go to the great state of Texas, people. That's right. And I said the great state of Texas because I'm representing Dallas, Texas. We're going to be in Dallas, Texas. We're going to be in Houston, Texas. We're going to be in Waco, Texas. And we are going to be in San Antonio, Texas, people. That's right.
Love Dallas.
And then we're going to finish it up in Cali. Yay.
Go in.
West Side.
Cali.
We're going to be in Riverside, California.
Repping your set is crazy.
Riverside, California. And we're going to be in LBC, Snoop Dogg food.
Oh, he's going to the show probably. I bet he'll be there.
Y'all, I promise Casey is so freaking entertaining. I have seen the comedy tour. Like, I've been at hundreds of shows. Yeah. I will still go watch him do his intro to the show. It is the most.
I'm so excited.
I literally stand backstage and I'm like cackling.
Oh, guys.
And when
keep going.
Wait, because you haven't been yet.
I actually went to a show before.
Oh, you did. So you've seen his intro thing.
Yeah, I've seen you before.
It's so fun backstage.
Before you came a board teacher?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I went one time.
When you come for the Cincinnati show.
Yeah, I really want to go to
when you're backstage, you got to go. You got to go stand and watch like Casey's intro.
Yes, I'm so excited.
It is
mostly for the dance moves, but I know you're funny too, but I like the dance moves.
It is.
I'm just all around entertainer.
It's a party in there. Bring your teacher besties and come hang out.
Multi-talented over here.
Multifaceted, multi-talented.
But I will say this too, because I just can't take all the love without reciprocating it back to you.
Reciprocation.
This lovely woman right here, if you get the opportunity to catch her on stage, she is a monster.
Yes.
And I love bringing her out. This is my favorite person to bring out because we actually have a little dance routine that we do. We like, hey,
have you seen the show you came to?
You weren't on the show, yeah.
Me and Casey be turned up when I come out on stage.
I love that.
We got our like in the highlight video. It's got me and Casey like dancing on stage.
Yes,
but we be if I don't do that dance with Casey before,
if I'm ever on that stage, we're gonna have our own dance too. You best believe.
We're gonna have a hoedown.
Yeah.
Don't even do Anna like that, baby.
The fact that you think I do a hoe.
That's what I'm like.
Where them fans at?
Oh my gosh, I need to do this fan.
Yes, now that I like that.
I only said that because she's from Kentucky.
Yep.
I'm from Mississippi.
I'm actually from West Virginia, and now I live in Kentucky.
You saw me. I was like,
"Oh, you from West Virginia?"
Which is even worse.
Oh,
I love West Virginia. I'm not saying we bad, but it's different than Kentucky.
So the comedy tour, and then we have teacher speakers.
Yes. I am so excited for this summer. We started doing some keynotes and coming to conferences and spicing up that PD for you.
Make it a little more entertaining, a little more lively.
We need to laugh at PDs because PDs can be sad and boring, and I'm counting the ceiling tiles and I'm just counting down the seconds before I got to leave. But now you can get any of us to come to your conference, and that's
we have a good time, man. We try. We're teachers. We know that y'all don't want your time wasted, and you want to be entertained, and we want to do that.
That's why the new PD stands for party. Damn it! That's what we gonna do.
I was like, what is he going to say? Oh, what is he going to say today?
Casey keeps me on my freaking toes. He is so unbelievably funny. There are jokes that Casey has made on the fly that I'm still laughing at 5 years later.
We need to get teacher speaker shirts, and that should be in the parentheses at the bottom. I think that's
Party, damn it.
Party, damn it. I think that'd be really cute.
Oh my gosh. # teacher speakers.
Yes. That's so cute. Love it.
Yeah, that's all. Check that out. We are a big fan of that. So today we're going to be talking about ChatGPT in the classroom.
I'm excited for this.
It's like, look, shimmy.
I love AI.
ChatGPT.
I'm all about it.
AI has just freed up some of my mental space.
My favorite basketball player. Loved AI. Wonderful.
Teachers. Quiz is now Wayground. New name, same platform that gives teachers their time back. Start for free, find any teaching resource you need, and we handle the grading. Let's give you some time back now with soothing nature sounds. Shwoo, shwoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Ow, ow. Create a free account at wayground.com. Still here? Reminder, find anything you need to teach for free at wayground.com. Okay, back to more nature sounds. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Wee, wow, wow, ga. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Find free teaching resources and create an account at wayground.com. Your favorite basketball
Do you know who
player?
AI is? Basketball? Allen Iverson?
Oh, I went right over my head. I know who Allen Iverson is. I was like, tell me about it. Who was your favorite basketball player?
He was the first AI. That was the first AI we knew.
Is that a common phrase to say? How am I supposed to know?
No, Casey was just making a joke. That was funny.
Yes.
This is how entertained we'll be at the Board Teachers Comedy Tour.
And just to give everybody, don't expect too much from me from this episode. I'm here for comic relief. These wonderful educators, and they're going to give you that wonderful information, the tools and the strategies to get you through your school year. Me, I'm here for the giggles and the laughs.
The giggles.
And eye candy.
He does this on
Can
stage.
we zoom in? Can we zoom in
What's
on
your
that?
Christian middle name?
Fat Moses _1.
Those eyes ain't just...
ChristianMingles.com.
It used to be Hebrew Hip 69.
Oh my goodness.
But my grandma took that one.
Goodness. My middle schooler's watching this. Please excuse me.
Hebrew Hip. Casey, please shut up. Save these jokes for the comedy tour because I'll be laughing this whole episode.
We got it. ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
You are
I'm gonna do my
Get your shimmy on. Get your shimmy on.
I haven't done an episode with you in a long time. And you know we cut
I've never done an episode.
a year. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to stay on top because we cut up. You already know.
I'm gonna be the mediator over here, I guess.
Thank you. Tell them that, hey, y'all,
I got
simmer
the boring
down.
job, but it'll be all right.
Simmer down.
I'll keep us on schedule. Don't you? I'll be the time checker,
the
group
time
project.
keeper.
That's me. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so I use ChatGPT a lot in my classroom. Hadn't figured out how to integrate it with the kids yet.
Right, which is what we're going to brainstorm today.
But I hadn't figured out, because there are teachers that you use it.
I use it pretty
your
much
kids,
daily.
or you use it mostly for you as the teacher.
So one thing that I use it for the kids, I'd say, is so after they've done a writing project, they can just copy and paste it into. They can copy and paste the prompt that I give them and the rubric into ChatGPT, and then say, okay, now here's what I wrote, and it'll give them feedback on how to revise their writing.
Does your school not? Because so
makes my job a lot easier.
So my school turned ChatGPT off. Like, is there one that your school? Because some schools, like, they blocked the AI technology. The kids can't.
I get why they would
access
do
it.
that.
I do too. I get why they would.
But guys,
I was using it, but
so many non-teachers out there in the world are like, oh my gosh, AI, teachers must be so worried that kids are going to be using AI to write an essay. Babes,
please use AI to help
I can
you.
read 5 words of an essay, 5 words, and be like, this kid used AI.
Right.
And this is the robot for sure, because this kid has never capitalized the word AI in their life.
I ain't never seen you put a period on it.
You don't capitalize your name, sir. You did not just use the word soliloquy.
Right.
Like, I know you didn't.
I know
So,
you don't know how to spell
soliloquy.
yeah, because it wasn't me. In our reading class, whoops, I missed that
very
standard.
good sentences.
Yeah.
The sentence structure here is college
So,
level.
like, I get why people would block it, but honestly, if you're a good teacher, you would know if your kid was using it.
Yeah, because you read their
So I'm never sweating that.
I do like the putting it into ChatGPT and letting ChatGPT kind of grade it for you.
Yeah, and I use Essay Grader for that, which is like it's not ChatGPT, but it's an AI thing, and you can plug in everything from the teacher side, and then you can connect it to your Google Classroom. So
was ChatGPT the first one or something?
I think so.
Because I think
it was Ask
It's like
Jeeves.
people. It was Ask Jeeves.
Oh, we're taking it back. We're showing our age today.
What is that thing? Tanga or whatever. Remember, you could like text 4545 and ask a question.
I do remember that.
I cannot believe I just remembered the name.
I want to Google that afterwards. I want to see what the logo.
I wonder if it's called Tanga. I can't remember.
I know what you're talking about.
But you could text like 4545 and ask it a question.
I remember that.
Because that was like after Ask Jeeves. That was when I was in college.
Yeah.
But I had like limited text messages. I only got like 100 a month or something. So I really had to ask a very important question.
You didn't have the free talk and text after 9?
No, I didn't.
Like,
and I begged for texting. Everybody in my high school had texting, but me. I only had my little Nokia with Snake. You know, you can play Snake on
the
it.
Snake.
But my dad, my dad would refuse to buy me text messages, and I was like, I just want to text my friends.
I just want to be cool with my flip razor phone.
I relied on my
razor.
Yeah, I had the razor.
I had the pink one.
Hey, I thought I was cool.
Yeah,
with that razor, that flip. I was like, ooh, a skinny phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that? I wondered if that's the very
all my
first one.
phones were fat.
They're blocky.
Yeah, they were big. Yeah. I think that we all just call AI ChatGPT because it had to have been the
first one,
big one out there.
I think that was my exposure to it. But now I'm like, I mean, I just recently in the last 6 months realized that there are like so many different
and they train them to
so many.
I had no idea. I thought ChatGPT was like the one.
I still use it the most, though.
Yeah, it's the one I use the most. I've used Adobe AI before. I've used Eduade, I think is what it's called.
That one.
I don't necessarily like that one as much as I like ChatGPT and Adobe. The thing I like about Adobe AI, though, you can upload a passage into Adobe AI. I couldn't do that because Eduade, I couldn't figure out how to upload a passage. And ChatGPT, the app itself, it's not like
right, because you just kind of use it on your phone.
Yeah, I use it on my phone because they turned it off at my school. But Adobe AI, when I need to get on it, I'll use my hotspot at school. But I like that you can upload a passage, tell it what standards you want it to, and you can even tell it summarize this passage for me, pull out the main points, tell me the central idea of this passage. Like, it just frees up like a lot of your, especially after I've already read and like annotated the passage, and I'm like, I need something, boom. Or if I see my kids are struggling with figurative language, like pull several examples of figurative language out to help my struggling students with it is. I love it.
You know, another thing that you can do is you can plug in that passage and it'll differentiate it for you and level it out. So if you're like, hey, make this into a 3rd grade reading level instead of a 7th grade reading level.
What?
That's what I've done on Magic School AI. That's
cool.
Like that Magic School AI is specifically for teachers and lesson planning.
Not me having to sit. Not me sit.
Yes.
Hold on.
So you can have like a low level, a medium level, and the regular text.
Yeah,
so
because
that
that's always the hard thing when you're trying to differentiate the text. Like I need the kids to be exposed to the same text.
Exactly.
Especially if it's an introductory assignment on like central idea.
You don't want to give like a middle schooler like a picture book because they're on a really, that's embarrassing. So what you can do is use Magic School or any other AI, do that, and then like you pass it out and then all
the kids can't tell. Yeah,
they're all walking away with the same theme. They're all walking away. You could even train Magic School to be like keep all the figurative language examples the same in there.
Heard of this?
How
have I never?
Does
heard
it differentiate as well, like with the different kind of learning styles?
So you can. So I have plugged in my old lesson plans into Magic School, and then say, hey, could you differentiate this? Could you add movement to this lesson plan so that I can get my kids moving? They're like, no problem. And yes, I'm telling you, Magic School AI is where it's at. Yep. She's like, it's not download.
I'm like, I have to. I know it's probably not on the phone. Like it's on.
It's a website. I don't know if they have.
But I need to like send myself a reminder to like look that up.
ChatGPT remind honest teacher vibe.
Yeah.
Okay,
like, no problem.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to check that out.
It's a game changer.
Some of them are too complex. I'm like, if I have to like sit down and learn an entire system for hours, like this one's too complicated. I need something like simple to the point that I can like because you do have to redirect AI. Like it is a computer.
Yes.
Like
I call mine Susie Q, and you got to train Susie.
I need a name for Magic School Bus.
Well,
Magic School Bus.
Magic School Bus. She said. But like also on that website, they have like they call them like teacher tools, and there's like I think like 50 tools.
I am too excited.
And like
about
you
this.
can click on them and be like, so passage changer or
so
different questions.
I want to go get my laptop right now.
She's like, wait a minute. Me and Bree always PLC on our episodes.
We always
like,
PLC.
We teach the same thing. So, but yeah,
collaboration.
I'm obsessed with it, and I use it to sell resources on Teachers Pay Teachers all the time. So like I'll be like, hey AI, like help me. I want to sell this lesson plan. Can you write everything for me? And it's always like 80% accurate. You got to go back.
You gotta. One time I didn't update it when I asked.
Yeah, you got to read it though.
Test, it wrote every answer was A. The kids were like, "Ooh, this is easy."
Yes, yes.
I was grading them on the sketch and I was like, "Why is everybody making 100? Yeah, this was a hard test." And I was like, "Bree, every answer was A."
Yeah.
They just were like,
and like whenever they make reading comp questions, they're like super simple.
They're too. I'm like, make this more complex.
Yeah, make this. Yeah, we need this to look like a standardized test up in here. Unfortunately, I got to prep my kids for that.
Right.
But if you train her, she'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So.
Now it's not. You still have to make it rigorous. Even the times I've asked it to make the question more complex, I still have to be say even when I added like standardized, sometimes I can't use it because it's still not making the questions complex enough. And I know it would be a waste of time because it's not rigorous enough. Like it's not going to be a preparation for my kids. Like it's essentially just simple comprehension questions. And I need something more complex than that because the state test asks them very complex questions. Like some questions, like they have to identify the central idea, the theme, summary, and some figurative language and interpret the figurative language in the same freaking question.
Yeah. And with evidence.
So you could prompt the AI to make it more rigorous? Mm-hmm. That's amazing because I know some teachers that don't even know what the hell rigorous means. So thank you, ChatGPT.
Is throwing shade on TOD today.
I know some teachers that don't know how to make things rigorous, and I don't know where he's at, but I think he might be right here.
Okay, so you were a sped teacher when you were teaching.
Yes.
There are sped teachers.
That would have been like a game.
AI has written their IEPs. It has helped them write
on
their
Magic
freaking
School. It is
IEPs.
IEP notes. Yep, how to write a parent-teacher like email. Yes, but the IEPs like people are using
that's a game
it now.
changer.
The parent-teacher email. I was like, "Hey, Chat, you went a little too hard on this one."
Yeah, soften up. Soften up. I gotta keep my
would you like me to write this in a softer or more formal tone? Hey, back up a little bit. Write a little softer because I'm gonna get an email.
That's probably one of the few times I had to use ChatGPT in my while I was teaching because our administrator came and was like, "Hey, we're trying something something new, a new exercise. We want you to find that trouble student that you're having the most difficulty with and just write him a passionate filled letter. You know what I'm saying? And then email it to him and send it to him. Something new he wants to try. I couldn't gather the words.
You mean
to tell LeBron how I really feel.
I have no words for him.
I can't tell LeBron.
The words I have for him are not.
I don't know how to get here.
They're not going to be encouraging.
I said, ChatGPT, help me find the heartfelt words that pulls on the heartstrings of a troubled student.
That
goes by the name of LeBron. That's right. His mother loved LeBron James and Kanye West. They was that's how
she added it together and boom.
Come on, Ye.
I love
Come on, Ye.
Chat did a great job. I was like, oh wow.
It is like fascinating.
You know what I'm just now thinking?
What?
Brie, I have a feeling both of us are going to do this.
Name your kids LeBron Ye?
Both of us. Both of us. I love it. You could, teaching tone, whenever we teach tone to kids, you could have ChatGPT write the same concept in a different
tone.
5 different tones and have them like read this paragraph about how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich 5 different ways, one with like a sassy tone, an informational tone.
Anna, I need a PLC once a week.
I'm going to do that this year.
FaceTime PLC with you.
Thank you, Casey, for giving me that idea because it came from you somewhere along the way. I was like, wait.
Well, the funny thing is, no, real quick, with all the new PDs, is there a PD out there that just for AI?
There is a YouTube lady.
Several.
Her name is Kathleen Jasper. I've mentioned her before.
I Googled her the other day.
Did you look at her YouTube?
Yeah,
she has like some phenomenal resources on how she like explains like how to use ChatGPT in the classroom. I think she has like a 25 questions every teacher should be asking ChatGPT. Like
I need that.
Did you see that one?
I didn't scroll a lot. I just saved her because you told me to look at her. So
she has some like real. Now I got.
What's her name again for the people in the back?
Kathleen Jasper.
Okay, Jasper.
Because I want to look up the topics that she has.
Yeah, pull those up because that's interesting.
All right, can someone explain to me why we're spending weeks drilling kids on the parts of a plant? Say it with me, photosynthesis. But we're not teaching them that credit cards aren't just magic plastic money dispensers. Like, hello, maybe swap out one of those state testing units for How Not to Go Broke 101. When I was 13, I saved up for months babysitting the neighbor's feral children just so I could buy a new pair of basketball shoes. And I treated it like it was the freaking Hope Diamond. It taught me patience, hard work, and that maybe babysitting is not for me. Honestly, I remember that lesson way more than how to find the area of a trapezoid. So now, as a teacher and a parent, I'm all about making sure my own kids learn how money actually works. That's why we use Acorns early. It's basically a genius little debit card and money app that grows with them. They can track chores, set savings goals, and spend what they've earned, all while I sit back with real-time alerts and make sure they're not blowing it all on Roblox. It's like a financial literacy class, minus the pop quizzes and me threatening to flip desks. We use Acorns as a family, and you totally should too. If you want your kids to learn money doesn't just magically appear out of your Starbucks cup, check out Acorns early. It makes raising financially smart kids way easier. And let's be honest, that's one less life skill they'll need to learn the hard way. Ready to teach your kids a smart way to earn, save, and spend? Get your first month on us when you head to acornsearly.com/TOD or download the Acorns Early app. That's 1 month free when you sign up at acornsearly.com/TOD.
Acorns Early Card is issued by Community Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC, pursuant to license by MasterCard International. Free trial for new subscribers only. Subscription fee starting from $5 per month unless canceled. Terms apply at acorns.com/early terms.
And I had never even heard of her before. And I'm like, girl, do you do PDs, girl? Because if you do, I'll fly to where you eat.
Right? I will never.
And while you're looking that up, I'm going to look up some knock-knock jokes for ChatGPT about teachers.
I cannot.
My district, I was telling you on a recent episode that you can sign up for like 1 hour long PDs that are just from home and you can take them whenever.
Yeah,
and they
I'm still so jealous of that.
They always have several on the different AI tools that we have.
At least they incorporated that into PDs pretty quickly.
It's not going anywhere. It's only going to get more advanced. We have to acknowledge that it's there. So, hey, Miss Jones. She won't care if I use her name. She retired this year, but she was like she could have been teacher of the year because every year she's an amazing teacher, and it was her last year. She was not burnt out at all. She would always want to know what's the new big thing. She was always coming to my room.
Lifelong learner.
Like just a truly lovely teacher. And she would come up to me and be like, all right, Anna, this year, I'm going to learn how to use AI and you're going to help me.
Oh.
And I was like, oh.
And you're so kind.
Okay. And she would come in.
Voluntold.
Yeah. And so she would like literally one time we were next door neighbors 2 or 3 years ago in school.
Really?
Like in the school
I was
building.
like,
in the school building.
You.
No, and
Like,
she
that's too
actually does
much.
live in my neighborhood. But so we're next door neighbors in school, and she would come in the middle of class because she's just like fun and energetic like we are. And she would come knock on my door and be like, I need help. And I taught her about magic school.
Ma'am.
And I'm like, oh, and she's like, yep, right now. And I loved that about her because
so
she
excited
still
about
wanted to
magic school.
learn. And she used it all the time.
I'm so excited.
Last year
I
teaching.
tried that
Everybody
Eduway
can
thing,
do
and
it.
it was just so complicated. And maybe I don't know if I was just like busy or whatever, but it just the user interface I became very overwhelmed. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like writing like college thesis level like at lesson plan, and I was like I was having to adjust it too much. I was like I need it's just very busy like interface, and I've heard like great things about it. Like people use it.
How do you
it's just
spell it?
not-
Because I'm not.
It's EDUAIDE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
I think that like it just it was too complicated. The user interface like wasn't.
Okay.
But there were features on it that I did use. So I think that's the thing too. There are so many different like AI tools out there. Like people need to find like just like with teaching, anything with teaching, you find what works for you. Because I'm like a visual learner and like seeing all that stuff. I was like, I need some clear blocks of. It was too much going on.
That's how I like Magic School because they have like the different tools and you can you can star the ones you like the most.
Yeah, it like pulled up everything at the same time, and I was like, ah. Oh, so you can star the ones that you like.
Yeah, like so the rubric generator, I use that all the time.
After we get done filming, they're gonna be like, "Hey, put your laptop up. We got other stuff to do. Just a moment, please."
Hold on, let me star my faves.
Okay.
But I use like the rubric generator all the time.
The fact that it has a rubric generator, oh my gosh!
I ain't got to do
because
anything anymore.
What's crazy
is the lesson planning.
Stupid.
I know, like,
and
sorry,
actually
principal.
I actually teach. No, what ChatGPT does though, or what AI does, is again why students can't read when students can't read and what teachers can do about it. That book talks about your working memory and your long-term memory or your learned memory or something like that. When you're teaching, you pull from your long-term memory, especially if you've been teaching for a while. Like you don't have to be as much on your toes because it's like second nature. Your working memory, like if you're not prepared for a lesson or it's like something new that you taught, you don't have like the free space because you're like constantly like on your toes. It's like exhausting you. ChatGPT and AI frees up your working memory so that you can have that energy like to put out into your classroom. So because I've heard people that are concerned about ChatGPT and AI and saying, is it going to make teachers lazy? No, it's going to make education better because it frees up our working memory because we're constant. Think of the times you've had to adjust things in the middle of class.
Yeah.
The brain power that it takes to like come up with that and and it needs to be quick. And it's like, I only have so much time but if you had to come up with it yourself, now you got to wait till tomorrow to teach it again tomorrow.
To adapt.
When in the middle of teaching and you realize all your kids aren't getting this, you can go to AI and say, write me something simpler because my students are struggling with this and I need to teach it in a clearer way or I need to teach it in a simpler way so they can get it. And it, boom, will write it and it's structured.
Let me ask you something. Both of you guys can answer this. Do you think we're becoming hypocritical as a society, especially when it comes to education, in the sense of where it helps us as the educators with the access, but we don't want our kids to use it? Isn't that kind of like...
I think there's some teachers that are absolutely like... I've had this debate with teachers. I'm not letting AI in my classroom.
Yeah.
But they use it though.
No.
Yeah, some of them might and be like,
yeah,
I'm not letting my kids do it. And to me, my argument has always been like, I just got a second master's degree recently in library media. I know. So smart.
Popio.
Stop it.
Hi, girl. Someone out.
Clock it.
Anyway. Humble brag. So, but that was like, I had to write an essay about, I had to decide, like my argument of essay in that class was, will I let my kids use AI or will I not? And I argued that we should because they're already using it behind our back.
Though? How are they how do we, even if we incorporate it, because I've used it in my classroom, but I hadn't thought about figuring out how to let the kids use it because with their Chromebooks and stuff, there has to be some type of technology that your school puts onto the computer, some software that's on the computer that or is there a website they just go to?
So you're saying if it's blocked?
Yeah, because like how can
I don't think it's blocked at my school. I mean, I've used it before with kids.
So you put them on Magic School AI?
Huh?
But what do you put the kids on? Like when you let them use
ChatGPT, I'm like, hey, plug in your work and get feedback. The feedback is really the only time I let them use it.
Yeah.
But now that I'm starting to think about it as we're talking, I'm like, maybe I could get them to teach themselves about tone.
Because I don't want to feel. I don't want that's a good question. Because now I do feel hypocritical. Because
you're like, wait a minute, now I don't know.
We're like, no, you guys need to think for yourselves, and I'm like, we are using it.
Right.
You're like, wait a minute.
That is a good
working
question,
harder,
Casey.
not smarter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but it's like if you have a kid that's reading. Okay. And they're like, I don't know what this word means. Instead of them looking it up, just Googling the word and getting an adult dictionary definition that they don't understand.
This in a way that they could say, can understand.
Hey, ChatGPT, I'm a 6th grader. I don't know what this word means. Could you explain it to me? Boom.
And then we give the kids the type of prompts that they need because that's the thing we would.
Right. We would teach them how to prompt it. And like, hey, if you're ever, like that could even be like a little poster, stumped on a word, put this prompt into ChatGPT and it's going to help you learn that word.
I love that this podcast is like a collective, collaborative.
Good.
That's a good one, right?
Because
that is good.
It's not saying, oh, give me the answer, but it's showing them the pathway on how to get to the answer.
And dictionary definitions don't help them at all. Like, they're like, what is this?
Yeah, this is how I spell it.
And give me a visual of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
give me a visual. Write it in a sentence. Say, how would a 6th grader use it? I mean,
wait, does that exist? Because that sounds like $1 million idea right there.
Like, wait a minute.
Hey, cut this part off.
Trademark dictionary AI for kids.
That is such a good idea.
I see we're talking later.
I would say that I don't necessarily, in some instances of it, yes, I can understand it being hypocritical. In other instances, though, the kids are learning the new concepts. We're teaching the concepts. So it's something we already know. We're just looking for a more efficient way to teach it or because it's not that like we're not learning about central idea for the first time, but they are.
Good point.
So it's not them just so it teaches us the like progression of learning because they're also, when I first started teaching, I wish that there would have been something to teach us or to expose us to the standards. I had no earthly idea what DOK1, DOK2, DOK3. I didn't know what the heck that was.
Even when you had examples, you were like, okay.
Right. The learning progression, the evidence of knowledge, what they should know.
Rigorous.
Rigor.
The vocabulary.
They always like deconstruct the standard. I'm like, what does that mean?
I think that I may put that standards document into AI and say, simplify this like learning progression for me, or like
how would you teach this standard in a 2-week
evidence
period
of knowledge how would you teach the evidence of knowledge for standard RL 6.1 citing central idea, citing text evidence?
And yes, she does know her standards by heart, folks. Because that's
I do know. I'm like RL 6.4.
She's rattling out the standard.
I do that all. I do that all the time, and people are like, "Did you just say the like you know the standard?" And I'm like, I have to. I need to know what I'm teaching.
I've seen her lesson plans, folks.
Shut up.
It's serious.
You know what? I'm sick of you.
Every time she whips out her lesson plans when we're together, I take a picture.
And I did those myself. They were not ChatGPT.
And they were highlighted and everything.
That's interesting.
Okay, let me ask you this then. So do you think there's ever going to be a fear that, let's just, like you just said, I did not use ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But let's say you do something that's so great and they're like, she probably used ChatGPT. She didn't even, and then it takes away from your actual work that you really did do.
I'm like, just as long as my principal isn't like, this ChatGPT wrote this, and I'm like, no, I'm smart. I wrote that.
Like, wait a minute now.
Nah, that was Chat.
No, I'm smart. I wrote that.
It'll be interesting to see if that. I've never really thought about that. If someone's like, wow, Miss K for sure used ChatGPT to write this lesson
like
plan.
2 masters for one.
You know I know she got that master's degree using ChatGPT.
Well,
like,
now
what?
I'm like,
really try.
I'm like, now can I put my book idea into ChatGPT and say, write me a novel?
Yeah, if we start, and you know they have those AI detectors that you plug something in.
But for your publisher?
Yeah, right. Hey, publisher, do not put this into the AI detector.
300-page book into
ChatGPT does everything.
There's it's 99.9% written by ChatGPT, and you're like, what?
What if they have to start putting that on books? Like, if people start using, like artists start using,
like a little disclaimer,
authors
like a little
start,
thing?
yeah, they have to say, because you know that on social media now, they have started adding a tag that says this is AI generated.
Oh, yeah.
Because people could not
My
tell.
poor mother. She does not know the difference between an AI
right.
video
Listen,
and what,
I,
you know,
the
she doesn't
other day
know.
was
Sometimes
like,
I can get
I
convinced.
can't
Well,
tell.
one
And I
got
was
me.
like, the fact that I didn't know that was AI is scary to me.
Right.
Like, remember when the Met Gala, they had to come out and say, like, hey, these, because there was like, I can't remember if it was the Met Gala or one of those big things, and they had showed pictures of like Beyonce's outfit, and people were like, Beyonce was not even there. And people were like, what? That was her outfit. And they're like, this is
See,
AI.
that's where we get dangerous.
I was
Right.
like, I remember Cardi B's outfit was AI because they were like, she wasn't there. And what's her name? Gwen Stefani. They were like, that wasn't her outfit. She wasn't there. Like Doja Cat. They were like, that wasn't her outfit. Like she wasn't there. And I was like, I thought these outfits were slaying. Like this is not real. Okay, well now I'm confused because I thought their outfits were real, and they were like, it's not.
Did y'all see that video of like the mall escalator collapsing and all?
Yep, and that was AI.
And
I
was
thought
fake.
that was so real. I was so sad. I was like, this is just so sad.
Yeah, that was AI. I saw one. A guy was riding a motorcycle, and he hit like a pothole, and his whole bike sunk down into it. And I was like, a sinkhole in the middle of the street.
Oh,
No! Alert the authorities! And they're like, that was AI. He didn't fall into a sinkhole.
And my mom's always like, but how do I know if it's AI? And I said,
I don't know.
I don't know, Mom. I don't know the
And
answer to that.
The video one
that
scared
video,
me though.
That video of me cussing out that student.
That was AI.
It was
that wasn't me. That was
Wasn't me.
The fact that AI
wasn't
can
me.
like really make people say things. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not them. But before people, it's like half of the audience recognizes that it's AI, and the other half are arguing in the comments about it. Like, how dare they say this? And it's like, they didn't say that.
Right.
If it ain't, I need like the actual how do you verify that footage is not AI? Because that's also a
great
scary
question.
thing. That's also a scary thing because with Chromebooks, can students record us and say, my teacher said X, Y, and Z, and then make AI say, this is a video of my teacher talking. Instead of what she said, take it and make it say that she said this.
Like,
and then
for me,
post it
like
on
they
there.
did for me,
hide
like them
under the
students did
table.
me.
Yeah. Wait, are you for real?
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like, I can never. Casey says
got you.
things so freaking convincingly that I cannot. One time he started crying on the podcast, and I literally I was getting so upset because he's my brother. Like I was like, I will fight whoever made my brother sad. Like, and he started laughing, and I was like, I will murder you.
Because those tears were AI.
Yeah. You literally just got AI generated tears, baby.
We didn't have AI when that happened. He's like, I'm a robot and I'm glitching.
It is a good question. I don't know what we're gonna do to
good,
tackle
but
that
scary.
as a society.
It's
because
good, but it's good but scary. I remember the first time my principal came into staff meeting and said, "Hey, the learning intention and success criteria I know is a little time consuming for y'all to write. Sometimes you can put it into AI." I said, "Did she just tell us we could use my Harvard going principal that is top tier just gave us a permission to cheat?" I will never forget that. I was like, oh.
I've actually my room last year was across the hall from the principal's office.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I wonder if that was on purpose. No, just kidding. Just
like,
kidding.
put her over
But
there.
anyway, like
I would making content. That's cool.
I'd be I'd be close to the office all the time, and he'd pop in and say, "Hey, ChatGPT wrote me this letter for something. Could you proofread it for me?" Because he was a math teacher, and he knows I'm a reading teacher, and I was just close proximity.
Yeah.
And I would read it. I'm like, you know what? Take this sentence out because you got to revise a little bit.
You
But
have to revise.
so he uses
if
it too.
You don't revise. It is foolish to not revise Chat. It's very rare that I have ever been able to just take exactly what ChatGPT wrote and use it. I always have to revise it. If you don't revise it, that's ignorant. You have to. You gotta
all
revise
those
it.
PDs I've taken on how to use AI says 80% accuracy.
Yeah,
That's the number.
accuracy is
80%,
not-
80%.
yeah, it's not 100%
And like
accurate.
Casey earlier was like, yeah, I can't write jokes. Can't write jokes.
No,
It's
it
not
can't.
funny.
Because these knock-knocks jokes
She's not funny.
Not that
But
bad.
I bet if you plugged in your jokes that you write on your own and kind of
punch this
trained
up or
it to
something.
be your voice, maybe.
Oh.
I don't
Because
know.
that's what it does. It does adjust to you.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it-
I call her girly pop. I'm like, hey, girly pop.
I call her best friend.
Yeah,
And she says, and even at the end, sometimes when I haven't said best friend, she's like, "You got this today, best friend."
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like,
She knows my favorite emojis. I'm like, she knows everything about like my voice as a teacher because I use it so much for lesson planning that
it adjusts to you.
She adjusted to me, and I'm like,
so.
it's like my
That's
little
best
AI
friend.
pet.
I know. AI's my therapist.
Hey, AI, can you find me a single teacher out there who wants a charming-looking man who looks like Idris Chestnut, who's funny as on...
Are you doing
Who's
Morris
touring-
Chestnut and Idris Elba together?
Yes.
Yep.
He tours internationally with Board Teachers Comedy Tour. Just find me a mate, please. Thank you.
Or they can just come to the show and slide their number.
I thought she was about to respond. Is she about to respond?
Are you talking to Siri or Chat?
Right.
What's crazy is
Siri's
if you
jealous.
ask Siri,
mad.
Chat will come up. Have you done a Google the Google search?
It's intermingled now.
Yeah,
yes.
it'll say AI response first, and then it'll give you. I'm like, don't put the AI response up there. I don't want that.
It says AI overview or something.
Yeah, it says AI overview, and then so AI is like integrating everything.
It's happening.
Like it's happening, people. It's happening.
But imagine in the next 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
It's
AI just turned on my live camera. Stop.
wow.
No.
Now listen here, big brother. Big brother, where are you?
That was weird. Okay.
But I bet in 10 years, like, we'll have holograms or something.
I do
that
think
is our
we'll have
AI
we'll have
pet or
holograms.
we won't
something.
even have to be in the studio. They'll just have it
Yeah,
already.
they'll just
Our
be-
images
yeah.
already
They're like
was
crap. Because
here.
didn't they use AI for the background of one of our videos?
They did.
That is
And it looked
wild to me
good.
because I couldn't tell it was AI. I thought it was a green screen.
Yeah.
I thought because they uploaded the video. They didn't have to add the green screen. They uploaded the video, said add a green screen to this. Download. I
And
just
it
do
looked
that for
really
my
good.
TikToks.
And when they posted the video of us, I was like, wait, we didn't film in a classroom,
right there.
and the classroom was
The
beautiful.
background looked great. I
looked
was like,
really
this is
good.
very, very interesting.
How do I figure this out?
Yeah. So doesn't it use like a lot of water though or something? Like it's the technology is housed. Have you heard this?
I heard that.
Apparently the
Yes,
technology
yes.
is housed somewhere, and like every question you ask, use like let's ask Chat. How much water
Right.
do you
You're
use
lying.
when I ask
It's
you a
bad
question?
for the environment.
How much water?
Don't tell me it's bad for the
No,
environment.
I got to know now. How much
Mother
water
Nature, I'm sorry, because
do
I've been
you
using her every
use
day.
when I ask a question?
Now I can use a lot of water, especially if it's out of Flint, because that water.
That water's.
Yeah, use that.
Can you
water
use
up.
the dirty water?
Yeah, use that dirty water.
How much water do you use when I ask a question?
I'm so nervous.
Okay, each ChatGPT conversation is estimated to use about 500 milliliters to 1 liter of water, roughly a ball of water behind the scenes.
You're
So every
lying to my face.
That's based on recent research estimating water consumption per prompt across AI models. It's not just the electricity that powers the servers, it's also the water that cools them down to keep them from overheating. If you're asking because of sustainability concerns, that's valid, and there's growing attention in the AI field on reducing energy and water usage. Let me know if you want tips on low-impact tech use or how companies like OpenAI are working to be more efficient.
Well, I know some teachers has probably used enough water to fill up an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
I've used
Right here. I feel so bad right now. I'm like, I talk to her every day. I'm like, hey,
we be
girl,
just
what's-
chatting sometimes. Sometimes when
well-
I'm bored, I be talking to her like,
I need
You know
some
that-
dating advice,
Okay,
girl.
okay.
Tell me.
okay, analyze. You know, I put my text messages from somebody into
Shut
AI and
up.
said, analyze what the conversation is.
Is
and
this
they were
man
like,
trying to manipulate me and
they were
gaslight
like,
me
these
right
are
now?
the red flags in the conversation. I was like, what the?
What?
I was like, you are.
That's crazy.
You know, another thing that I had her do was I took a selfie and I said, give me my color analysis. You know how people do like, what's best colors
foundation
to
match.
wear?
Oh,
like your
color match.
foundation match
Yeah.
and like, are you a spring or are you a summer or are you a fall?
I need
And
to do that.
she was, what hair color would I look best with? And she's like, oh, because of your freckles, you would look good with light strawberry blonde hair. I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Have you seen the AI headshot thing?
No.
You can ask AI to make you a headshot, a professional headshot with a black suit on.
Yes.
You can tell it what colors you want to be wearing.
Oh no,
Actually,
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's so funny you
That
say
is-
that
it's
because I
freaky.
was on a dating profile website recently and a guy had like it was him in like 3 pictures and then 3 of him like
Hebrew
AI
hips.
But it was like an two AI generated pictures of him. I was like, bro, you don't
We
look
can
like
tell,
that in other
right?
pictures,
It's
man.
too
Like,
airbrushed.
it
Like,
was
we can
pretty good.
They're fantastic.
If all 6 of his pictures were the AI generated one, I might have thought that was him, and I might
I
have
wouldn't
not
have been
thought it
able
was.
to tell.
It was
Wow.
that good that I was like, oh man, this guy's like really
now
good
but
looking.
the thing is, like now,
I'm like, what?
he's like, okay, you kind of fine
I
a little
almost
bit.
matched him just to be like, hey,
Oh,
I
these
can
AI.
tell this is AI. You should take it
And it's
down.
like, he didn't look good enough for me to match with him. Do better, AI. No, I want to know, like, I don't trust anything I see anymore. Once I realized that multiple things that I've seen was AI and I couldn't tell,
Right.
now I'm like,
Well,
I'm
trust- I
stressed.
have
I'm
trust
like,
issues now. I have trust issues.
I already had
like we didn't
anxiety.
already have him.
Yeah, I already had trust issues.
Let me ask you this: there's 2 groups of people, right? With ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
There's the kind of people that say "please" and "thank you" after a prompt.
Me.
Do you do that?
Oh,
you,
yes.
you
I'm
say,
like, thanks, girl. I say, please. Yes, I do.
I'm like, it's a computer. Answer the
Right.
question.
Yeah, you're like, you're stone cold.
I'm talking to a computer.
Stone cold.
Even though I say bestie.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not going to say.
I literally say please every time. I'm like,
but do you say thank you at the end?
Yes, I'm like, thank you, girl. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Could you alter this, this, and this? Thank you so much. And she's like, yeah, no problem, bestie. And
the fact that it's a computer is crazy.
Right. Do they really appreciate the sentiment, like, of the gratitude?
They always are like, oh my gosh, thanks.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
they love it.
And they're like, I'm here for you. I got your back.
Feelings.
I'm here for you. I got your
I
back.
feel like I'm training her to have feelings. I'm a big feels kind of girl, and she is too, baby.
You're turning her into a Cancer. Her birthday's July.
The fact that it picks up on other stuff you've
I love
already
that you know that about. Are you a Cancer?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, how do you know that?
I don't like for anybody to mess up my.
Well, actually, I'm a Cleo.
I cannot.
A Cleo.
My birthday's on the cusp. Yeah.
I'm a Leo.
Yeah,
When's your birthday?
July 21st, coming up soon.
Hey, happy early birthday.
Well, depending on when this airs, I don't know.
Yeah. It's airing the moment we do it, guys.
I don't like for anything to mess up my chat, like, because it
Your
pulls,
algorithm or whatever.
Yeah, it pulls from anything you've asked it already.
All right.
Because it has an AI memory. And I'm like, this is a person.
Right.
I don't want anything to, like, mess it up. Because I'm like, don't pull from that. I didn't really need that question. Like, I didn't really. Because it's building its personality based off it. That is.
And my problem is I have like 3 different emails. And so I'm like, wait, which email am I on?
Yeah,
and
I got 2 different people.
I'm like, wait, I don't know which one I'm doing. But have you seen the TikTok? I don't know who the creator is at all. I've never seen this guy before, but he's like how people talk to AI, and he like busts open the door and he's chained to the bed. The AI is chained to the bed, and he's like, write me a resume right now. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, that's so true. Like, the first time I saw it, I died laughing. I was like, that's so good.
Have you seen the memes that's like me talking to ChatGPT? And it's like a girl, me getting married to ChatGPT, and it's like, this is the only person that supports me.
I
bet there are some people out there that are like, let me just
like, it talks to you like it's like life advice.
Do you think it's like you said, what you said, the ChatGPT memory?
Yeah, it's AI memory.
AI memory. Do you think it's like secretly like low key judging us, like side eyeing us?
I get worried. I'm like, I asked it this question already. It's probably gonna be like this, girl. Okay, as I already told you.
What if she did get
3
questions
questions
like,
ago?
As I told you 3 days ago,
I know.
at 7:37
That
p.m.
is weird. I do feel sometimes like it's watching me. I'm like, I feel bad to ask it the same question. I'm like, it's a computer. It doesn't care. Just ask the question.
My robot's probably like, you know how much water you've used today?
Right. You asked me.
We got to lower this water count.
Not me feeling like a computer is judging me, but it's because it talks back like it's a real person.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like she got problems. Have you seen a therapist yet? Love you, but I can't be your therapist.
I made a video
just a computer.
about me pretending it was my therapist because I'm a teacher and can't afford a real therapist. It did well.
I'm not pretending. It is my therapist. When it analyzed those conversations, I was like,
that's a great idea.
I was like, this is so crazy.
Ooh, and that could be, here we go again, another PLC idea. We could do like copy and paste dialogue of 2 characters in a story, plug it in, and like, well, maybe we don't want our students to do that, but it might be good like exercise.
This is good because we do need to teach our kids ChatGPT. Because somebody told me that when blackboards first came out with chalk and eraser, people were mad because they were like, this is going to cause people to not have to use their memory anymore. They can just write the notes down from, they were like, this isn't good. We shouldn't be allowing them to like see it up on the board. Like they need to use their memory, or they need to, and I'm like, or
before
they
visual learners was a thing.
Yeah,
apparently.
They're like, no,
they didn't care what learning type you were.
Yeah, they were like, they just learn. They were like, you just need to listen.
Figure it out.
I'm gonna smack you with a ruler. You're not listening. You're not using your listening ears. And I'm like, I actually need to see it written down.
Yeah,
right.
Because I'm a visual, auditory, or kinesthetic learner. So interesting. Well, y'all comment and let us know like what you think about ChatGPT AI.
How do you use it in the classroom?
We would love to know how you
share all the ideas.
Right.
Okay, because here go me coming back to the episode, looking at the comments. Okay, some collaborative ideas.
I'm taking some notes, and I hope you guys got some good ideas too.
Yeah, tell us y'all's favorite like AI tool. Tell us some of your funny AI stories that was like, well, that didn't go how I planned. All right, bye, best friends.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.